I want to say, so you mentioned earlier that your video's not doing all that great, and you're right. It sucks that it has to be drama or a big channel to get like a really good kickoff in a video that you put out. I hate that.
Yes, I
It
see that you said you were
sucks.
struggling as well.
Oh, dude, my views are horrible right now. They're bad,
Damn, dude.
but I don't care. I do what I do because I love it. I'm still gonna put the shit
Yeah.
out. Um, so
Josh
oh,
too, Paranormal Seekers. He's been
yeah,
struggling lately.
yep. I don't know. Something did. I don't know. Did YouTube change shit up or what? Do you think? I mean,
No, it's just I'm not sure. I think it's really honestly from what I've learned, man. It's like making them more buzz. Like I don't say clickbaity, but you
yeah,
know you have to make them more dramatized because
yep,
that's what people are wanting. They want to calling this person out. Oh my
yeah,
god, this is so horrible. They want to see that kind of shit.
yep, yep. I honestly, I get the most views from like when I do people like Twin Paranormal and Paranormal Nightmare,
Yeah.
and
See, yeah.
when it hits their fans' algorithm, that's when the shit blows up
Yeah, dude.
for me. And then the comments blow up because everybody wants to tell me how bad I am.
Hmm.
So, and I
You're
and
bad,
I
Jeff.
welcome it. I love it.
You're bad at reading the chat.
So, and
You're bad,
I
Jeff.
welcome it. I love it.
You're bad at reading the chat.
Yeah,
Hey, Jeff, if you keep doing those, because I read an article one time that said, give your know your audience. Sure, you stands for know your audience.
yeah,
Give them what they want. That's about a year and a half ago. I literally took it to heart. I was like, I want to start just doing
yeah,
exactly that. I knew what people wanted, so if you kept doing that more, it would grow your base again,
yeah.
and then and that will increase your views over time because you have new people coming into your channel.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely gonna do a. I'm doing a Twin Paranormal next because they came to Toledo.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and they really, really effed up the history on that. Like they're, so I have to do that. But then Paranormal Nightmares too. I've seen some newer shit that makes me mad. So,
Me too. I
so
saw
that's
it
coming
too.
out soon. I just those guys. Oh my god. I just, whatever. I'm trying to be diplomatic and nice, but
Oh, it's all right.
They threw you to the curb. Don't be nice. They
yeah,
threw you mountain to the curb.
I really, I don't like those guys. Like, honest to God, like there's a lot of channels that I could hang out with the people that I don't care for what they do paranormal content wise, but it's like I could hang out with that guy. You know what I'm saying, or that team or whatever, but not Paranormal Nightmares. I can't do
Do
it.
you know, it's funny with Paranormal Nightmares because I watched them for a long time. I was a big fan.
Hmm.
And in the early days, I also watched Twin Paranormal.
Yeah,
And I really enjoyed Twin Paranormal when they were a small channel. Genuinely enjoyed them. And I actually still miss the old Twin Paranormal. If
right.
they were still like they used to be, I'd still watch them.
Yep.
I was actually bracing myself for having to unsub from Paranormal Nightmare. And I really didn't want to do it. And as soon as they collabed with Omar, I thought this is going to be the beginning of the end now.
Yeah.
I don't miss them at all. I really don't miss Paranormal Nightmare at all. And yet I still miss the old Twin Paranormal. I didn't actually see that coming, that I would actually... I still miss that old Twin Paranormal, but the Paranormal Nightmare, I didn't see it coming that I just wouldn't miss watching them.
Yeah.
And I don't. I just don't want to look at them anymore.
It's just with
I think
my
that's partly you, mine, Jeff.
I was gonna say with my background in doing the residential cases, it's like when they interview these people, it's like I've been on that interview, not with that specific person, but I'm hearing these claims, and they're really not paranormal, but they just go with it, and then they put demon in the title, scare the shit out of the family, and it's like, oh, it irritates me.
Well, you done that. You did a 2-parter, didn't you? A while back.
Yeah.
On them as from that perspective, as somebody who'd done
Yep.
residentials, etc.
Yep.
And
And
that
it was,
really opened my eyes.
Yeah.
And that was when I thought, that's it, you know, because I'd kind of, you do, and I'm sure other people do with certain, have done in the past with certain channels, where you make all sorts of excuses for it because you're enjoying the content.
in that two-parter,
but it was those ones you did that really thought, no, this is wrong. This is just not right.
Because that two-parter, I actually, like, we almost took that case, so I know the client. You know what I mean? So I know what I'm talking about in that case, and it was, she is crazy. And one of the things that she always says is, paranormal teams have told me, you know, there's a demon here, and it's because of teams like Paranormal Nightmare. So that's why it just really irks me what they do.
But that really is when the clicks and views go above people.
Yep.
You know,
and they're not stupid. They know what they're doing. They know they're dealing with people that aren't necessarily stable, you know, but they go in, they get their video, and, you know, it's all good. We move on to the next one the next week. So,
yeah. Hello, hey, Jonathan, Debunk the Junction.
Hello.
Hello. Folk will do anything for those views. Yeah.
Yep.
But to me, it's the next level after going in faking to actually potentially, I'm presuming, Jeff, encouraging long-term damage to whoever you've done the investigation for. I mean, that's not just being down for a few days because somebody's been into your house saying that you've got a demon. That's potentially years of,
because a lot of these people, they're afraid that they have a demon. And then when you put out your video and say, you know, demon captured on camera or some dumb shit like that in your title, it's like you just confirmed it for them. And, you know, they do a little blessing at the end and blah, 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 but they don't do follow-up at all.
No.
In these cases, when you want to do this residential stuff, you've got to be willing to, like, stick it out for a year if you have to, you know, and it's, you know, you can't do that stuff in one night going there. It just, you can't do it. So
the other thing is, ironically, one of my best friends is a psychologist, and all of the training and the ethics that you have to do to be able to sort of help somebody, whether even if it's just a simple counseling session. And to me, it just doesn't. It doesn't. I was going to say it doesn't seem ethical, but it's not ethical to be sort of messing about with people like that. And you know, a psychologist wouldn't be able to do it. A psychologist wouldn't be able to go in with them. And go along with it all because they'd be struck off. So I don't see why they should be able to do it. I just don't think it's right.
And I'm not for, like, you know, the government regulating the paranormal field, but, you know, I think strict punishments should be put on people if, like, in severe.
I think they should make them label their paranormal teams as businesses. That way they're held accountable. Because then they would be providing a service. They'd be doing a disservice.
No, but like
Crow was, and it's like, you know how some of the channels are now putting for entertainment purposes only. Well, that's for entertainment purposes only doesn't cover doing that to people.
No, for sure. If you're doing residential stuff, you can't. I don't care if you put that in your description or whatever. That doesn't count. Like, that's
no, it doesn't.
You don't go into people's houses for entertainment.
No. And in fact, putting entertainment purposes makes it worse. You know?
Yeah.
It's like, Justin says, but mainstream TV shows are now getting as bad, going into family homes, spouting shit about demons. Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Because, I mean, honestly, it's, in my experience, it's never demonic. It, like, literally never is. Even though so many of these people think it is and claim it is, and, you know, but it isn't. So it's just frustrating. And they think it's demonic because of TV and YouTube.
Yeah.
buzzwords.
Yep. And then so I got a case going on right now that I'm really torn as to what is actually going on. But so this person went out and got a K2 meter. And they're holding it. So they sent me a video. They're like, here's proof something is here. So they sent me a video of this K2 meter lighting up. Their cell phone is 6 inches away from the meter.
Yeah.
Recording this video. I'm like, okay, so take that thing, throw it away, because for one, your cell phone is what set that off. It's, and they don't detect ghosts, they detect EMF. So.
And I love how they just
he's back.
Yeah, I've turned his mic up.
I love how they just take something completely normal in the human world and just change it to ghosts.
Yep. Yeah.
It's not a radio. It's spirits.
Yep. It's your phone. So, and really, I'm starting to, I don't know, starting to think I'm a little bamboozled a little bit on this case because she didn't like what I had to say about that. I'm not one to like, I'm not going to verify your bullshit. Like, if you send me a video, I'm going to tell you honestly what I think it is. So I'm not going to say it's a ghost because your EMF meter is going crazy.
I really wish the equipment stuff. I still find it funny that the spirit box is even up for discussion. Still, people are so passionate about it. I can't stop thinking about it. I don't want to go into it now because everybody probably burn out that shit. But I don't get why it's still a debate.
Still is though.
It's almost because like I've had it. I hate the Ovilus. I hate it. It's but there's been one time where it actually like said stuff, 2 things in a row that were absolutely relevant to what we were doing.
Right, I'm saying that. Yeah, the story, the family story.
Yeah. So every once in a while we'll pull it out, but everything else I've always said that's bullshit. That's we don't. But the spirit box, the apps, the Ovilus, they all can lead your investigation, and you have to make it a conscious choice to not let that happen. I mean, use them, run them, whatever you want to do, but just don't let it lead the investigation.
Yeah, I hear this a lot too, where it's like, oh, it's just so dead, we had to run it to have something to go on. It's like that. This doesn't make sense to me because you're just running something that, we don't think it works. We're just going to run it to have something to play because it's so boring. That's not Are you a ghost hunter or are you an investigator?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're going to investigate that house, whatever's going on, playing a radio is in the black background just to have something going. You must put a podcast on it,
Yeah. But with apps, one thing I've been doing the last couple times I went out was I will write down words on a piece of paper.
I like that. Yeah. That's good.
And you can say those 4 words. If those don't come up, then it's all bullshit, So if this app really works, you can read what's on my paper and say that.
But what if the ghost can't go into your pocket?
No, I put it right in the middle of the room.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
Yeah, I write them real big, throw it in the middle of the room and say, these are the words that you can say. Anything else I won't accept. So tell me what these words are. And it hasn't happened yet, so.
Surprise, surprise. Huh?
Yeah, surprise.
Now, an app is just like taking those words, but say you take 100 words, write down 100 words on pieces of paper, put them in a hat, go to a haunted house and pick one out every time you need a word. That's what an app is.
Yep. And they're general phrases or words that can make sense in almost any situation.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. You'll never hear it say, hey, I got a rash.
Yeah.
Or,
my breath smells bad.
That's why I thought that video that did on Allegheny, they did for experimentation. They had the spirit talker, the ghost tube running, and it was funny because like, what's the first thing? I died in the 1920s. It's the same old shit you hear it say.
Yep.
1,000 times. I keep on hearing from. I spotted Ghost. He's a cool guy, and they always say how it works. It's different. It's not a randomizer. I'm like, well, it's whatever it's doing. It's still spitting up the same shit.
Yeah.
So
One cool thing too that me and Josh did when we went to that school, we both opened Spirit Talker at the same time, put them side by side. So in theory, it should say the same thing, right? Yeah, it never happened.
No.
They both just spit out random shit and like, so not a big fan
for example, in that Allegheny one I just did, it says like, it's downstairs. There is no downstairs. It's like,
right. Yep.
Come on.
Yep. But then the last video that I made, this guy says Spirit Talker is 100% undebunkable. It is a legit app. It is great. You're talking to spirits every time it talks. So,
oh my God.
Yeah, and there was stuff that I couldn't put in the video that a buddy of mine sent to me that he's a dick. Like his ego is massive. And he is a total believer in all the stupid equipment that doesn't work. It's just, yeah, he's bad.
Can I say something real quick? I'll stop about spirit boxes on this Allegheny video I just did, right? Sorry. I'm not trying to plug it either. I just want to bring it up. So he says one time, because they believe that the spirits come to the spirit box. That's fine. It's a belief. It's a total belief system.
Right.
He said that he says something like, yeah, you can hear. We're just listening to that white noise. We're trying to see if there's any spirits that will push through that white noise and say something. And I say to that, like, how do you know what that when that is and how that I keep hearing that. Oh, you have to differentiate what's spirit and what's radio. I'm like, that's impossible.
Right.
That's because to me that means you're going off your feelings. Ooh, because if you say, oh, I heard this word. Oh, that's a ghost because it was clear and it said the color red and I'm wearing a red shirt. Whatever it is, that's you picking. You're going off feeling. It's not scientific at all. How can you choose what word is ghost and what is radio? You're fooling yourself. There's no fucking way to do that.
Yep. And how many times do these people turn the spirit box? They turn the noises into what they think they heard to answer their question. But like, if they don't put those words on the screen, you don't hear what they're saying. It says, you know what I mean? Once they put the words on the screen, it's like that's all you can hear.
Yeah.
But
that's why I love the DR60 because they can make it say whatever they fuck. That thing those two right there with the DR60 really pissed me off.
Yeah.
Like I want to break some shit over
that one makes me mad.
Yeah.
Well, that clip at the end of your video today with DR60, they were saying what they thought it was. It was still garbled, even once they actually said, "This is what I think."
And that's why, and I've got a little slack for this video because people are like, "Oh, these guys, they bought subs, and these guys." I'm like, I'm sorry, these guys are legit. I mean, let's you show me something that's not legit because, watching those guys in a room with nothing happening, and they play back their high quality digital recorders with a direct feed. That's why I put that Haunted Nights clip in there of them just holding their DR60 in the air with the playback going.
Yeah.
It was pure art. It's a horrible piece of crap. And then, the camera recording that, and the guy's got it to his ear going, oh, it's just, it's like a fucking SNL skit. It's a joke.
Yep.
So that's what I'm trying to contrast of like, hey, these guys, if you think these guys are, for whatever reason that Allegheny has a bad rap, just they're nothing compared to the fake videos. It's absolutely different.
Yep.
Yeah, the one thing that got me is I saw them putting out data sheets of stuff that they had accumulated. Like they're actually accumulating their evidence and putting it together in an orderly form, and they're showing that in their videos. So it's like they're not just going out there shooting a video, making a story, and that's their evidence, and that's how it's documented. They're actually documenting their stuff by the looks.
Yeah.
Well, Jonathan said that's therein lies the problem, being able to distinguish between ghost hunting and actual research.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're right. Because until recently, I was like, always say ghost hunters. I always say this is a habit. I say ghost hunters. Now I realize, it's if you're in a house, you go in there and you start hunting for ghosts. Ooh, what's that? What's that? These guys, they go in and listen to the house for like an hour or whatever it was.
Yep.
They just sit there, listen to the sounds of the house. That means you're trying to investigate where the sounds are coming from versus just everything's a fucking ghost. The fucking REM pod goes off, it's a ghost. That's just dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you actually go in and try and debunk everything, then if you've got something left, then maybe that's something to think about to try and work out.
Yep.
Is Philip still here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I couldn't hear his voice almost.
And that's that's what we do in residential cases. Like I tell people straight up, my number one job is to find out like everything that you're telling me is not paranormal. And then if there, then we start looking if we can't find an explanation for something. Debunking is a huge part of residential stuff. When people are saying, I hear knocks on my wall. Well,
yeah,
you know what? I think you got, you copper
pipes
will knock sometimes. Mm-hmm. So I think that's what you got going on here, because I turned your sink on, I heard the knocks, and whatever, that's what it is. So you have to, come to logic with everything that you can. And then
just one. Sorry.
Then look into the rest, and it's usually not much.
Yeah. But at least you're not trying to throw a mountain of evidence that most of which is irrelevant.
And I always tone down people's fear. It's like that's job one when you do this residential stuff. You have to, because a lot of these people are scared. Sometimes a paranormal team has been in there before us and told them, you got a portal in your basement. It's stupid shit. You have to tone all that fear down first and almost like get them to unthink that so you can start from square one and do your thing. And that's hard a lot of times.
I remember seeing one, this was quite a long time ago, and I wouldn't 100% remember, but I think it might have been a Paranormal Nightmare one, where they'd been asked to go in, asked in quotation marks probably, to go into a residence because the previous team refused to even go into the house.
Yeah.
So if you're a paranormal investigator and you're saying, I refuse to go into the house, it's too bad. I mean, what's that doing to the person who lives there?
Yeah, that's common too. So like a lot of times teams will have a psychic, and a psychic will go in and, and I say psychic with air quotes, but they'll go in and say like, I'm not going in this room. Like, and they say that in front of the client. It's like, stop it. What do you think you're doing to them? Keep your shit to yourself. Just keep your thoughts to yourself. If you don't want to go in, don't go in, but don't say it,
Yeah.
So it just, but that happens a lot too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad psychics on teams that really scare the shit out of people.
Probably the way they behave as well, half of them, I would guess. Dramatics.
Yep.
Justin says it's legit in that it's a real app, but everything coming out of it is BS. Yeah, that's where your technical terms start playing in, isn't it? Oh, it's a real app. Well, yeah, the app's real, but what you're hearing isn't.
It's a real app.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a fake app. It exists.
And the fact that you can download it makes it real.
Well, when that's what I'm saying. When the guy from Allegheny said the voice of spirit trying to push through that white noise, I'm thinking, well, why do you have to change the stations again? I'm just like a broken record. Just put it on the AM channel with your antenna off and just let it play in that one channel and go to town.
Yep.
But that's not going to give you any results probably. But why can't we just use the white noise if that's what it is?
Right. But I do, like you said, I like the fact that they tried different things. Like, I respect what they did. It was good team, good video, blah, blah, blah. So.
Yeah, I think it's like without Satori saying the ABCs, nobody could understand the knocks,
Right. All right, I'll be right back.
Jethro says different experiments is something investigators need to do. Yeah, we've been saying that for a while.
Can I say real quick? That's why I wanted to I keep on trying to make the point on like saying that, like, I could point, and I know I'm gonna get crap for it. I probably people won't subscribe from me, but I wanted to show that, hey, I rail against these like spirit box noise crap, but these guys use them but I think they were being responsible. And it's like it's okay to use stuff if you want. It's not, to me, it's not really about the equipment; it's about the intent. Yeah. And that was the whole point of the video for me, was trying to show that, hey, I'm not just a hater that hates on anybody that uses the stuff. There's a difference between somebody that uses it irresponsibly and to somebody that actually is doing it the right way. Even though it's a flawed technique completely, if they're wasting their time, but I think they're trying to do it honestly.
Yeah.
At least if they're getting negative responses that don't mean anything for them, then it's backing your claim. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Justin says, I hate spirit boxes. If you use a speaker, there's so much noise that you'd miss a ghost chatting to you in the room with that thing going off. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would imagine that would chase a ghost off. If I was a ghost and I heard a spirit box go off, I'd be like walking away.
Yeah. I mean, I know I'd struggle to hear anything. I mean, I don't. If even in the past, before I'm sort of involved in the debunking community, using the spirit box, I'd actually turn the volume down. I couldn't handle it.
It is the most annoying thing in the world.
Yeah.
To listen to.
You know what would make me believe in the spirit box is if you turned one on and all of a sudden it said, "Turn this shit off."
My ears.
Yeah. Something like
Trying to sleep here. Let the dead rest. Yes, they let a lot of words behind. Didn't create a story from them. Yeah. To be honest, you can create a story from pretty much any words. That's the problem, isn't it?
Yep. I mean, that's what Twin does with the apps.
Yeah.
Their whole video, if you take their apps away, there's nothing.
It said, and that means somebody's going to do something. And what are they going to do?
Yeah. Remember when we went to the Hinsdale house and was, relevant? They do that. Like, it's just, oh God, it's so bad.
Paranormal Nightmare overused them as well.
Yes. And there again, we don't. So when we do residential stuff, we don't use spirit boxes. We don't use apps. We don't use things that light up. You know what I mean? We go in there pretty much with cameras and audio. That's it. We don't use the equipment because we know there's so many things that can, it's flawed. It's all flawed. Yeah. So we're not using SLS cameras and shit like that because I can't tell somebody who's scared out of their mind. What the hell was that?
Sorry, guys.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
But I can't tell people who are scared in their own house that, well, look at this stick figure I caught on the Ghost Tube app. I can't do it,
Yeah.
That's funny. Look at this stick figure and have like a little picture of a stick figure drawn on a piece of paper.
Yeah. Yep. But so, that thing that, in Dawson's video that where him and I went out, like, that was interesting to me. I'm not saying it was a ghost, but, he really did his due diligence to say, I don't know what this is, but this could be paranormal. He really went over the steps and the cameras and the mics that we had and blah, blah, blah. And it was like, okay, something happened, but we don't know what.
Right.
He looked pretty freaked out.
He was. Yeah.
Methods.
Oh, that definitely freaked him out. And I kind of went into a line of questioning that maybe wasn't cool because Dawson and I talk and, he's had some personal experiences that, I know about that's freaked him out. And I kind of flirted that with my line of questioning. But
That's
so
being mean.
No, I wasn't being mean. No. I was going to say something, but I'm not going to. We're going to get into a conversation on Monday night on my channel about a case that we're doing. And Dawson was
being scientific. That's what it was.
Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't science. It was like Dawson told me he thinks something is following him around. So I was trying to see if there actually is.
Oh, the whistle thing, yeah.
Well, no, it wasn't the whistle. He thinks something else too.
Attachment.
Yep. And he thinks it stems from the Sally house. So that's why I started talking about the Sally house.
All right. Is the Sally house the one he won't go back to?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then I changed it to the Hinsdale
Probably
house.
why he needs to go back.
I thought he said he wasn't going to go back there.
No, he's not gonna. He
He
won't.
probably needs to, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
If he thinks he has an attachment from there, he should go back.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, trying to find something. Trying to keep up with the chat. Jeff was doing research, not being mean.
See, thank you, Blueberry. I appreciate that.
It's for science.
That's what I was trying to say.
Your Honor, the defense rests.
Stu says critical thinking is a lost art with a lot of people nowadays, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been having conversations about that this week.
Watching the video, there's doing that video because he's been doing like other like really fake stuff. Doing that video and just like watching it that much, it actually made me pissed off all over again for the fake stuff. Because you get so trapped in the fake stuff, you start thinking like, oh, they're good guys, they're this and that, and like you start kind of getting used to it, and you go, all these guys, they do fun stuff, and blah, blah. You kind of almost like not excusing it, but kind of you start to almost let light of it sometimes because it's so normal. But then when you watch this stuff, you go, oh my God, this it kind of recentered me a little bit. And I go, Jesus, this fakes. It makes me want to now it makes me want to go back to that shit and go even harder now because it just aggravated the fuck out of me. And then these DR60 guys and all this shit is just, I'm ready to go back and pummel some people.
Yes. That's what, most of YouTube, these paranormal, they go with it. But Amy's, I do think though that like, Crow, this Spotted Ghost will defend Spirit Talker to the end.
Yeah.
He will defend. He truly believes.
Yes, he does.
He has developed an app that talks to ghosts.
Yep, he does.
And maybe Amy's Crypt is the same way. I think they believe in the app. I really do.
I know. I can speak for Spotted Ghost. He does. He's very smart. I think he's very passionate about it. And there's Amy and that guy. They still. I can't speak for them though. I'm not sure, but you're right though. Most people will defend the fuck. Even with spoken with Josh, I went back and forth with him on emails about the DR60. And he's really trying to talk me into it.
Yep.
I'm like, dude, that's when I realized, like, dude, this guy does believe in this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You can just tell. He's not just arguing for the fuck of it.
Right. So I really do think some of these channels that we call fake, I think they actually believe in what they're doing.
And maybe they're believing in it based on their own views according to the way they've seen it, and they just haven't seen it in the right light to make them see, hey, that's not real, that's fucking fake. It's like, oh yeah, I can totally tell this isn't what this thing said. This was just really somebody's jacket rubbing up against their arm as they were lifting up their hand to their mouth.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
That's what Jess just said. We want you to call fake. They believe it. There's a big difference though between somebody that if you're on a debunker's channel, it's usually because you're doing crazy shit. It's not just because you're using the apps. Because I wouldn't call somebody fake for using an app. It's the shit, everything else they're doing around that.
Right. But even another thing too, like the flashlights. Like who doesn't know how that shit works? Like, so
see, they believe it. They get real quick, just like the apps in the spirit box, they fucking believe it.
Yes.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I agree with you. You said what I was gonna say. So it's just but the flashlights, everybody, it's physics. It's literally physics. There's no ghost involved. It's like the shit will turn on and turn off.
Yep.
So, it's frustrating.
Yeah, because I have a friend who's up north as well. I haven't talked to him in a while, but he has great EVP catches and stuff. I think they're the real deal as well, but they fucking use flashlights, and me and him go back and forth about it. It's like it kind of ruined the whole thing. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, I just can't I can't shout you guys out.
Yeah. Yep.
That's kind of like hypocritical for me. I'll shout somebody who uses a spirit box, but not the flashlights. They're both fucking stupid. But it just, I guess the way it looks, it's like when people see that, they go, "Oh, the flashlights, here we go."
Yep.
The trouble is the flashlights give them something visual.
Yes. That's what most of YouTube, these paranormal YouTube channels, it's all instant responses. It's apps work, flashlights work. It's a spirit box will always spit out something. So it makes for a good video. That's it.